Hiya, welcome back to the channel. So welcome back to another episode of Tim Fucks About Fixing Leaks Whilst in the Rain. And those who watch this channel might realise that I've already fixed the leaks on this car before. And yeah, I have. But what I did last time was I used the silicone method. And this time, I'm going to go down a different avenue. Now the car isn't actually leaking. It's been alright since I did the silicone lights up, but the problem is when you silicone them is it does work to stop the leak, but it's not a permanent repair really, because as soon as you need to take the light off to change any bulbs or anything, you're gonna have to redo it, or even in some cases the movement in the light can be too much for the silicone to flex, so it can break itself anyway. So first, let's get on with what we're going to do. If I remove these two bolts, I'm only doing the lights by the way. Like I say, in the other video I did the bumper vents and I did the top light. Bumper vents are actually probably, along with the lights, the worst thing for leaking on these, I'd say. In my experience, they are actually the worst thing for leaking. As I explained in the other video, they just seem to piss right past the boot and then just go right into the rear footwell and piss the back seats through. But anyway, let's get on with this. So let's put them in a safe location, and then if we gently just remove this light, as we can see the silicone is actually stuck pretty well. And this is one of the problems that you have when you silicone it. Like I say, it stops the leak until you change the bulbs, but then when you do need to change a bulb or take the light off, it's not the easiest thing to get off. As you can probably tell by the way that I'm having to gently and lovingly let forcefully pull this off. So as you can see, we have got, yes, a nice amount of silicone in this vicinity, which is also going to have to come off. So let's unplug this light. So now that leaves me with a lump of silicone to get off here. And unless you've previously carried out this method of repair, then you will be fortunate enough not to have to do this, because this can be a bit of a twat to get off. So I'm just going to have to peel it and see how we get on. Yes. Yes. Now after what seems to be like 2 or 3 eternities, I have actually got the silicone off enough, or hopefully enough, to succeed in the method that I'm going to use. But also what I need to check before I do use this method is I need to make sure I've got one of them attached, which I do because they break, and then the light cracks about and then that causes them to leak. And these bend in a bit sometimes when pushing against it and cleaning a load of silicone off, or just whatever, they're really thin metal and they bend in pretty easily. So let's go and have a look at how I'm going to fix it this time in the proper method, and that is with one of these X8R kits. Pretty much, well, not the same, but similar to what they have as standard from the factory, but better quality, I'm assuming, because I've heard of a few people using these and I've never heard of anyone who's fitted one and it's not worked. So I think I'm going to give it a go. Not expensive, I think they're about 15 quid, but if you use a promo code DABDIY20, you get 20% off. So what you're supposed to do is simply peel that off and then stick that onto there. But that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick the left on the right and the right on the left, and I'm going to stick it to the car instead. And the reason for that is because I feel like it's more important that it's making contact with the car than it is with the light, because if the water runs down here, then it'll trickle round it rather than through the gap. It probably won't make any difference whatsoever, but it's just my way of thinking on it. Now hopefully this will be nice and sticky and will stick properly in that vicinity. Oh yeah, it is pretty sticky actually, so that feels like it should. That should work. Just put the light back on and hope for the best. And unfortunately I haven't got the tripod with me today, so I'm not really going to be able to film this bit, but if you took the light off you can probably put it back on again. I have put a bit of WD-40 inside there just to try and get rid of a bit of the rust, so I'm just going to put it back on and hope for the best. But I will try and film it anyway, so see down there we've got to put that one in, we have got the top one to put in, so it hooks into them two doofers like that. And then it should just be a case of, and that is springing, so that says that it is pushing against the foam. So let's put the screws back in. Yes. And another thing is, sometimes these screws, they just spin round and round and round. And a little tip for that is, if you have that problem, is just cut some little bits of plastic off, like a bit of wall plug or a bit of cable tie, feed it into the hole, and then it should tighten up into them. Obviously check that the lights are working, which they do appear to be working. And I think that's it for this video. I've got to do the other side. I'm not going to bore you with that as well. Well, I wasn't going to bore you with this side, but yes. As you can see, we have got a bit of an issue. This clip, as I mentioned, they do break, and this one has in fact fault. So we do have the correct snap-on range of tools to repair this with, or I'm going to try and fix it, whether it works or not, we're yet to see. If I can drill nice and gently like that, and then just bodge a cable tie through there, which would be probably easier if I had a longer cable tie, but this is all I've got, so we'll have to do. And then just make a loop, and then put the light back in with that hooked behind there, in such a way that it is hooked behind there. And then before I refit the rest of the bolts and stuff, I'm just going to use, well, what I usually reserve for hooking the pubic hair, I'm just going to feed, I'm not going to be able to film this, but it's self-explanatory really. I'm just going to be able to feed that behind there and pull the cable tie tight so it holds it in place. And then when you manage to do that, you do end up with something that isn't perfect, but is better than it was, and that's the best we can hope for. And now the bolt's back in, it is actually pretty solid and pretty sturdy, so it should be alright. So yeah, if your clip's broke and you can't get another, what is it, real light staple to call it, then just bodge it with a cable tie. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the usual shit. If it leaks, or if it doesn't leak, next time it pisses it down, I'll put it in the video description underneath the title, and I'll let you know that way. So thanks for watching, see you, bye.